All right, market's just about to open up here.
Order canceled.
Looks like we're trying to push up a little bit. Haven't made too much progress yet. Could be pushing these overnight highs here in a second. Looks like we had a little news here. A little push up, then wick down, and then since then we've kind of just been shopping a little bit. Looks like we are pushing the overnight highs now. See how we react to them here. See if we can close above or maybe not. Currently we are rejecting them. Rejecting the highs, making our way back down a little bit. Alright, so far we closed below. See if we test it again. Give it another try. Or if we keep showing weakness up here, we could be making the move back down. Could be showing little signs of sweeping. Looks like we kind of want to do it. Buyer's a little bit weak. You see ES as well. If we switch to the 1 minute chart, is kind of looking bearish. A little strange. And kind of makes me not trust the NASDAQ up here, personally. Right, we have ES going down as NASDAQ is going up. Don't really trust it, personally. Probably gonna play it safe for now. Yeah, here's the pullback. ES taking out these lows, still going lower. And Q's kind of figuring out what it wants to do here. Yeah, looks like the sellers are coming in just a little bit now. Getting through those CMAs, the 9 and the 21. ES as well, looking pretty strong. Another V shocker. For real. A little unfortunate, but what can you do? Let's see how we react here. I believe this is Friday's high right here at 199. So let's see if we can get a little push through close, then maybe a retest or something along that line. So far, showing a little bit of respect. But it looks like it might go through it right now. All right, there's the move down.
Order submitted.
Might try a retest here, but might be a little aggressive here with the break even. Actually, looks like we missed it. They got close, but not. We did not get filled.
Order canceled.
So, news in 7 minutes. Yes. News in 7 minutes. We do have a little, it looks like a yellow folder. So not super, well, actually Forex Factory is showing yellow. Financial Juice is showing red. But I guess we'll see what it does. So it might be some impactful news, might not be. We'll see. Yeah, I know we got a bit of news. Bit of news this week. Alright, see if we get a little retest off the London high here. Could be nice. Could be kinda nice. Let me know, this is exactly why I don't trust ES. ES is just kinda dumping right now. Same with NQ. But yeah, I just went straight through both EMAs, if that's what you're talking about, on the 15 minute. I was actually thinking about in here somewhere we're getting like a little bounce off the 90 EMA on the NASDAQ 15 minute, but I wasn't quite sure if I wanted to take it. And good thing I didn't, because we're just kind of slowly going down. Yeah, I kind of felt that. I kind of felt that in the air. I could smell it. A little bit of manipulation going on.
Order submitted.
This could be the retest though, but we get close and then we go down, kind of like we did here. Oh, that's real close.
Order filled.
Oh. Oh yeah, I feel like oh, never mind. I was gonna say I feel like I maybe missed the move there. Oh man, just get the push. You got so close.
Target filled.
There we go. Thank you, thank you. Alright, good trade there. Kind of had me worried there for a sec. I saw that kind of bouncing up like this. And I was like, oh shoot, I think I got the bottom. Which happens, it does happen. But then we had a nice little slap down and a little scary there. Thought I was going to get stopped out break even. Oh hey, we got it. We got it. Forgot I was scared for a sec. Nah, guys, I never get scared. What are you talking about? I'm on buy side. What about you guys? I kind of was originally, but now that we've just gone straight through all the 15-minute EMAs, and I mean clearly we're just taking out all these lows. I'm not quite sure yet. Got a lot of sellers, but also could just be like a little bit of a trap. So 1 hour pennant, higher lows, break to upside before market open to dump on the followers. Ooh, okay, okay. Yeah, it looks like we're still going lower for now. Kind of see. Yeah, it looks like ES kind of broke the highs and then just rejected right back down. A little bit of manipulation there. And Q was a little cleaner on the 1 hour chart. It didn't quite have a pennant. It was just kind of slowly going up, like a little uptrend. But then it also took out the overnight lows, or overnight highs, and then it's rejecting, but it's still not rejecting nearly as much as the ES. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, you gotta be careful trading the open sometimes because of that. Looking to buy below 60 points, but I might have to see how many move. Yeah, we could. Eventually we'll find a little support. Could be now, could be 60 points lower, could be... We definitely got room to go down. It looks like since midnight we've been just kind of grinding up. Yeah, I've noticed that too a little bit. Sometimes trades just look a little too good. And it gets a little suspicious. Too good to be true. With like other setups as well. Definitely gotta be careful. Sometimes listen to your gut, but also you don't wanna miss a trade that's gonna win. So that's where definitely can be tough. Sometimes you just gotta take a loss. Okay, yes. Yes, so reversal on the 1 to 2 hour above EMAs, uptrending news, move to volume, and dumps at open. Yeah, so let's see. So this is the 1 hour on ES. And yeah, it looks like we kind of had that news push up above the EMAs, then we dumped right through the EMAs. Right at the open. And yeah, it looks like we could take out this low here in a second. Could have a bear flag here. That's a little messy at the bottom with these wicks. But I mean, you could say it's kind of something. It's kind of something, but looks like I might have missed it. Might not work anyways, so we're gonna be patient. We got a VWAP as well at the 51. It's just down here, and I'm not a big fan of shorting into VWAP, as I've said many times. We can look at the 1 hour chart on NASDAQ. It's a little cleaner than ES. We did kind of get almost to the highs here. Didn't quite sweep them. But we did get up here. And then we rejected a little bit. But we're still hanging out above this green candle body. So we could very easily still be relatively bullish on NQ. If we kind of hold this and then push back up. So definitely a little bit different than ES. Well, obviously the two are usually pretty correlated, and don't know if I'd really trust the bullish moves if ES is still bearish. Higher than expected, sell 30 points. Ooh. Yeah, I could see it. I could see it drop in. Let's see. Yeah, like 30 more points, take out the lows kind of down here. Looks like it wants to push these wicks and break out lower. It's still kind of a bear flag. It's just, again, kind of ugly with all these wicks up and down. So I don't know where you'd get in unless you wait for it to take out these lows and expect a little bit of a break. But realistically, it's kind of just chopping up and down. Like the ES long setup on EMD would have ripped properly, or any other stock. Oh yeah, but then the ES has got that manipulation. Yeah, that is what's tough. That is what's tough about ES and NASDAQ for sure. Sometimes it's got great moves, great volatility, but the manipulation will get you. Oh shoot, I got like 5,000 likes on the stream, almost 6,000. I don't know who's been spamming the like button, but geez, that's a lot of likes. Thank you. I'm 90 of those. Hey, 90 is still a lot. Well, whoever did the other 5,680. Good job. You can trade pennants on stocks, but not ES, SPY, etc. This is why I developed my prop strat. That makes sense. That makes sense. Oh, here's the, in quotations, bear flag, because it's obviously pretty ugly and not an actual bear flag. But it is a little bit of a consolidation that then broke out to the downside, holding the 9 EMA. So we'll count it, I guess. What is this? 123. It's on the right spot, but that is the Tokyo high. So far, nice bounce off of it. If we close below, we might try another little retest like this. Beautiful long trap. Oh yeah. Trading ES, I was realizing I was losing money trading beautiful setups. False breakouts to a dump, breaking the higher lows. Yeah, it does love to do that. It is interesting. I wonder if it's anything to do with just like because it's more accessible to trade. Because like, correct me if I'm wrong, but like to buy stocks, I mean, you can buy a stock relatively easy, but if you were to like buy and sell and day trade it, it's a little bit more difficult, especially if you don't have a lot of capital. Whereas futures, right, options, it's a little bit easier to kind of trade and get into. I guess options you can trade stocks, but futures you can't really trade stocks. You just trade futures like NQ, gold, oil, ES, that kind of stuff. I guess options you just trade SPY and other things. I don't know, that'd be my thought though, is maybe some of that manipulation comes from just like the amount of people trading and the amount of like volume compared to a typical stock where there's less manipulation and more just like long-term buyers. So we could be getting a little bit better of a bear flag here. I'm not the biggest fan of this big wick though, and the 5-minute definitely isn't the prettiest either with just this wick. But could still play out here. Risk profile on ES for most positions are small because risk is relative. It's easier to knock people out of ES positions or SPY because volume hides the moves. Yeah, that makes sense. This could be a nice flag still. I just don't know about this candle here. I think we are below VWAP, but we're still near it. VWAP's kind of sitting at the same spot as this 9 EMA. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that either. Some longs and then a bit of chop. Still might play out a little flag here just for a little scalp. But yeah, I'm not a fan of VWAP, but we are rejecting off of VWAP away from it. We're not trading into it, which is good. So I might not mind this, but we do. Seems like the buyers are a little strong on that move. Oh, well. Whatever move that may have been, we kind of missed it, which is fine. That wouldn't have hit my target. It would have hit. We would have been up 8, 9 points in profit. And then we would have come back to break even. Assuming I went break even pretty quick there, I would have stopped out. But it looks like it's still going to play out. You said, I think it gotta drop more, but then you just said it's a buy area, don't sell. You're sending mixed signals, bro. I don't. No, but I think it is getting close to like a, like you said, kind of the recovery area. But also, this did end up playing out, so for a small little move. I do imagine though that we make a higher low here, and then potentially push back up. Oh, yeah, I almost forgot about the news that was at 7:45. Nothing even happened though, so that explains why. It was like right in here during this chop. But we do have news again in 4 minutes. That news might do a little bit more. Might be worth keeping hands off, potentially. Nexul, thank you for the follow, appreciate it. Yeah, here's that higher low I was talking about. See if we can push this previous high. Get some sort of reversal potentially. Probably be positive, and this was an IV crush move. Yeah, it looks like it's kind of wanting to build out some bullish price action, and then news would definitely kind of help it push this high, possibly this high. And then the buyers will take it from there, take out these highs, potentially. Yeah, always hard to say with news. I mean, it's nice to be able to kind of have an idea of what might happen, or maybe a prediction. But at the end of the day, from my experience, it's really hard to actually place bets on where news is going. Nice, you caught one. I did, yeah, nice little retest off the, I think it was a London high. Yeah, a little close below right here. Came back, retested it, and then nice move down. I've been trading pennants, lost money on that dump. Totally forgot I can't use that shot. Yes. Yeah, I've never really traded pennants too much besides like bear and bull flags, which are a little bit more like, they're a little different than pennants just because they're kind of more one-sided a little bit. But yeah, I haven't really traded much pennants just because it's not something I've really noticed or like seen on NASDAQ that works too well. But that would obviously explain why, because typically the manipulation setup doesn't work as expected. That is a good thing. Good checklist. What's the manipulation setup, aka what's the douchebag thing to do? I like it. Got news in 15 seconds. 15 seconds. Well, 5 seconds now. Looks like it's already getting a little jumpy. See what happens here. Dang, big. Oh shoot, my whole chart just froze. Okay, I think it's back now. It froze for a sec. It's not really going anywhere, but there must be a lot of orders kind of going in right now. And they do it 95% of the time. Jeez. Crazy, but also definitely believe it. Okay, here's that little push down. Kind of breaking out this bear flag potentially. But also it's just news. Pretty decent move here. Could get a nice
Order submitted.
Could get a nice retest here. Continue this move lower. If we bounce back, that is. We might just go on without me. Sellers do seem pretty strong. And we got plenty of room to go lower. Yeah, not quite the V bounce. It looks like it might actually kind of continue to move lower for now. So you look at ES, also kind of just continuing lower in this trend. See if we get this here. Again, we kind of got close and then rejected a little bit, which sometimes makes it hard to want to take it if it tries it again, just because we got close.
Order filled.
Since we might break through the second attempt, but it looks like so far so good. Kind of holding up there. Not a lot of sellers. All right, that's good. That's good for break even.
Stop filled.
Yeah, looks like doesn't quite want to go down all the way. Maybe should have trailed my stop a little bit, but kind of hard with those small moves. It's only 12 points, right? 12.5 points. So you gotta kind of just like give it some room and let it do its thing. But again, that's kind of what we look for though. It's like we want the reaction, right, off this level. We want the reaction. We see the reaction, and then we'll go break even. And if it doesn't have enough strength to like get the profit, then clearly it wasn't quite ready, right, to make the move. But as long as we get a little reaction, we're able to get up break even and minimize our risk. And typically we do see some sort of reaction at these key levels, as you can clearly see with the price action so far. We also have a bear flag.
Order submitted.
Which if we get down here, not opposed to trying this again, get a little break down to these lows. Could be kind of nice. It could be starting the V, but also could be a bear flag, could be just a lower high as well. This is a good 1 to 2 hour trade for as long as I've got time. Ooh.
Order filled.
Oh, here could be. Oh shoot, my order didn't get in the right spot there. But looks like that's fine. Kind of gives me a better entry, I guess. Alright, see if we got kind of faked out here with the move, or if this bear flag just dumps lower. A little indecisive so far. It looks like any second now we could make the move down, but also it could bounce a little bit. Alright, there it is. There's a little move. Kind of want to give it a little more room to breathe, but there you go. Oh, that was close. Come on, all the way.
Target filled.
There we go. There's the break lower we were looking for. I didn't draw it out, but that was a great bear flag. Another support off the 90 MA. Check out the previous candle. And relatively clean. It was a little bouncy at first. Took a little second to really make the move, but then once we did, it was good. Yes, sir. We'll take it. I got that one. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, that was great. Little break-even trade. Didn't quite get the retest initially off the, what was that? Tokyo high. But if we would have held, this still would have worked out. But it's never bad using the quick break even just to take off the risk. But then we built out the bear flag, which supported the move, and we got that continuation down. Thank you for the follow, appreciate it. Are you using one mini? Yeah, that was just one mini. One mini for 12.5 points. Very solid. Definitely happy with that. With today's trades on this account. Let's see. I'll switch to another account. See if we catch anything else. But I'm not gonna be too aggressive. I'm gonna be happy with my profits. I'm in drawdown. I thought you were going. Yeah, I thought you were holding the short somewhere up here, or maybe it was up here. Maybe I read that wrong. Yeah, so far, pretty decent price action. We kind of had that V to begin with, but also that was kind of just like a little liquidity sweep and then a push down. I would have expected more of a pullback or continuation in here somewhere, which we didn't quite get. We kind of just got this little consolidation and then we continued the move. But since then, we've had a little bit of kind of pullbacks, push down, pullback, push down. This is the only real clean bear flag technically. So the price action maybe isn't the best, but this was good. Oh, he closed it and bought. I'm sorry to hear it, brother. Very unfortunate. Yeah, let's see if we get another bear flag possibly here. But also we might take out some highs and maybe get that push along that we've been talking about. The recovery move. Oh yeah, bit of buyers. A lot of buyers actually stepping up. Now break even. Oh nice. It has to go up. Looks like it wants to. Yeah, we got a lot of buyers on Delta. ES is also taking out these previous 1 minute highs. Nasdaq just about to, pretty close. If you're talking about the London highs and lows and stuff that I've talked about, I have an indicator on TradingView. What's it called? I think it's just like, yeah, let me, New York Black. I'm not quite sure what you mean by black or blue, but how do you mark London blue and black? New York Black. Yeah, not sure exactly what you mean by black, because I don't think I have anything like black on my charts in NinjaTrader. like this. This is black. The screen. Oh, you're talking about like the top with like where it says like funding ticks and stuff? Because that's just like an OBS overlay thing. That's not in NinjaTrader. But this is NinjaTrader. Oh, I just messed up. How do I fix that? I think that's how it was before, maybe. The screen. Yeah, I'm not quite understanding the screen. Because yeah, this is just typical NinjaTrader. And then you can see like my P&L and stuff in the top. But then the rest of it, that's like on OBS. That's just an overlay. Oh, yeah, like you can see I can like move my NinjaTrader around. I can put it all the way down here and hide it. If that is what you're talking about. But if you were just talking about like the levels I've been marking with like the blue lines here, I have like I said, I have an indicator on TradingView called Farah Trading Sessions High/Low, and it automatically marks them for me. And then I just look at them on TradingView and see what the price is. And then on NinjaTrader, I'll just go in and like mark it and make sure it's at the right spot. And I'll just match it. So like 123.25, that's the same spot as, actually it's a little bit off, but that's okay. 123 actually. That's where the Tokyo high or Asia high is located. So yeah, I just look at them there and then I go on here and I draw them. I'll just get my like little drawing tool and then put a little line there. Looks like we are getting that push up we were talking about though. Check out the previous highs, even some of these highs. Could be forming some sort of reversal here. Even like a little 5-minute inverse or something could be kind of nice. Got a minute for the 5-minute candle to close. We gotta hold up above the 50s though, if we're gonna be thinking about that. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're gonna get it quite yet. But that's alright. Looks like it might actually come back down. We'll see here. Kind of a little mini bear flag on the 5-minute chart. But I'm guessing we find a little support in this fair value gap or something. Get that higher low we were talking about. Five-minute 90 MA burial. Jeez. Let me see that. Yeah, it looks like we just kind of went straight through that sucker. And it looks like right now on NASDAQ anyways, we just rejected right off of the 90 EMA on the 5-minute. Which is kind of the start of this little move down. ES kind of bouncing off the 21 on the 5-minute. Dang, all the way to the lows. Jeez, sellers back in charge for now. Yeah, some classic momentum backs. Just finding that support at the EMAs and just continue lower. I'm cooked. I should have gone break even. Just kidding. It's hard to say or know if you really, if and when you should do that, but you might be cooked. Unless the buyers push the price all the way back up here. Manipulation move to shorts, hitting trail stops to build short momentum. Exactly. Yeah, we just took out all the liquidity right here. Sorry about that. Yeah, we took out all that liquidity, all the stop losses that were set like above this high, these highs, even like, I guess we didn't quite get above that high, but we did get above the 15-minute range of low for just a second. And then that 90 MA obviously on the 5 minutes and just a lot of momentum down. It is what it is. I personally don't find manipulation fun or skillful. It's, yeah, I probably agree with that. Because yeah, even this could turn into a little manipulation, just like take out the lows here, take out all these stop losses, and then pop back up, take out these highs. That's where it gets ugly. It's when we start manipulating both ways. It's yucky, like saying, yeah, they're gonna do XYZ because it's a manipulation move. Yeah. Exactly. Could have bear flag here. If you trust the shorts here at the lows. I don't know if I dislike them. Yeah, looks like it's moving through a little bit. Looks like about 10 points there profit. It'll probably make the full push. Another good bear flag. I didn't quite just trust it here at the previous lows, but played out nicely. Also, sellers were a little bit weak on Delta. Another reason why. Wasn't totally on my radar. It looks like ES didn't really play out the bear flag too well. But Nasdaq got a little slap down. Years of trading experience and deductive reasoning. A conclusive factor is literal manipulation. Exactly. Alright, kind of failed to go lower. Bear flag did play out for the most part, but we didn't really make the move actually lower. So let's see what we do here. So we might just kind of start chopping here at the lows, unless we get above this high and actually get up back into here, back above these highs as well, or we continue lower. But until we do either of those, don't know if I really trust this area. Bear flag trap equal buy. And not necessarily. We could consolidate a little bit, and then we could still hold this. We're still below the 90 MA. So we could, technically this is almost like another little bear flag in the bear flag. Again, that's not a bear flag I would take, but we definitely could still break through these wicks and make the move lower. But yeah, unfortunately, nothing can be really be expected. Yep, there's that push through. That little second bear flag, or you could just say the main bear flag, we made the move lower, which would have filled my profit target, but probably not other people's. And then we kind of came back up. We did not take out this previous high, held below the 90 MA. Got that second push down to continue the downtrend. Oh, it took him out. Unfortunate. First move is the moneymaker. Second move is the chest opening. Third move is chest endgame. I like that. I like that. There's levels. So many different levels. Alright, sellers finally pushed it nicely here. Looks like there's sellers are still a little weak on Delta, but they are now picking up a little bit more, taking out the lows. So it is looking pretty good. Dang, nice dump there, nice dump. Manipulation is also why algos are hard to build. Yeah, if it wasn't so manipulated, I imagine it would be too difficult to build an algo or some sort of a bot or something that kind of just like follows the strategy to a T and makes it work. But yeah, with all the manipulation, you gotta learn and adapt constantly to the market and what's going on. I lost everything in the pandemic trading Forex. I haven't found the motivation to trade again. Dang. Yeah, the pandemic was a crazy time for trading. I didn't trade much during the pandemic, but I've heard of the stories. But also, Forex in general, I don't know much about it. But I know a lot of people have switched over to futures and like it a lot better. So maybe trading something a little bit more regulated could be the move for you. Who knows? But don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. You got to pay the manipulation tax. Yeah, that makes sense. Still going, still going. Looks like we do have the London and Asia lows coming up. 19.5. And then just below it at the 12.75. See what we do down there. 5 EMA shorts were set up to Brody. Oh yeah, no, if you got that 5 minute EMA short earlier and you held it till now, you'd be straight chilling. That was a crazy, at least on NASDAQ, crazy rejection off the 9 EMA. And since then, we've just been dumping. And then ES as well. Where did it go? Off the 21. Rule is peak 1 minute RSI. That's right, that's right. Let's see. Is it below 30? Yeah. It looks like we are below 30 currently on ES and NASDAQ. about to get to those overnight levels. Yeah, looks like it's probably going to push the gap. If I had to guess. But also, with the London and the Asia low here, we might just kind of get in here somewhere, chop around, and then bounce back up. Gap is all the way down to like the 988 or 990 area. I'm almost tempted just to put like a
Order
buy
submitted.
here just for like a quick little 12 points. Because I imagine if we don't bounce here at London, we definitely gonna bounce here. But it's a tough area. But it does look like it's bouncing London a little bit.
Order canceled.
Can you show me where's the gap? Yes. Just gotta go back. It's right here. You can see this dotted line is basically where the market closed and then opened, reopened. And there's a gap between the closing candle and then the opening candle. And that's kind of the gap that we are referring to. It's a little hard to see what we get with this like line here, but there's no candle here. Well, I guess there's this little red one. But yeah, like basically it goes from here and then just kind of goes all the way up to here. Some days has a little bit bigger of a gap. Oh yeah, bouncing off the London EMA. Thought we might get through that and get the overnight low, and but I guess not. Could build out a bear flag here, but definitely don't want to be too greedy here at the lows. We might try it, but yeah, if we touch any of these lines, we're going break even because I might expect another little bounce. But we'll see how it kind of builds out here, depending on how this candle closes. Because if we break this candle, we might just kind of go down, or we might do something else. So definitely kind of, yeah, we need it not to do that just yet. That could be good. But that doesn't give us a lot of room, unfortunately. If we were to take out this previous wick low, it gives us like just a couple points before here. And again, I wouldn't want to hold it around here because we might use it as support and bounce. If we closed up here, I might have taken it and then expected a little push, but then yeah, one break even if we touched it. But we did not. So far, we're holding it pretty well. This could be the could be the breakout. There's just not a lot of room for me. Because yeah, that right there, I probably would have gone break even. And then we would have gone stopped out break even right there. So not a bad flag, not a bad little move, but again with London low right here, we just don't want to short into it, right? Because there's a good chance we'll use it as support and bounce, which we are bouncing. Let me tell you. My strategy don't work today. Yeah, that's the tough part with trading. As even the best strategies, they don't work every day. I'm just lucky mine worked really well earlier today. 2 nice wins, up $492. But yeah, not every strategy can work every day. You just gotta make sure you're profitable over time, and that's what really matters. London has been swept. We have indeed swept the London low, making the move back up potentially. My strats work every day. There we go. There we go. That's what we like to hear. And yeah, so far I've been keeping an eye on those like 15-minute, and besides the little manipulation move earlier, they do seem to work pretty often. But even if you kind of lost that first move on the long, here, I'll just switch my chart so I can see it here. At least on NASDAQ, it was holding above this 90 EMA here. And I was actually kind of expecting possibly to make that move up right here. I almost went long. But then I think there was some other setup or something, so I wasn't quite ready to do it. And I'm still not the most confident in it, obviously. Still need to practice it some more. But I was keeping an eye on that. And then it just kind of dumped. So it would have stopped me out there. But if we did anticipate it to hold on the way down with the short momentum, we could have made the trade here and then caught a win, which then would have undid the loss. Plus a little extra. Exactly. It's definitely a good buy, but we got manipulated. But if you caught the short again right here, could have made back your loss. So still pretty good strategy. Definitely gonna be keeping my eye on that. Buyers are really stepping up now though. Kinda like I was saying, get down to the London low, possibly the Asia. We didn't sweep the Asia, but we did sweep London, and now the buyers could be ready to make a move. Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. At least on NASDAQ. I didn't quite look at ES, but on NASDAQ it looks like ES also kind of held below the 9 and the 21 by a couple points. Yeah, once we took out that previous low on the 15-minute, and then continue to hold below the 9. That could have been a nice short. Yeah, buyers are definitely a little happier now. That's for sure. Strong little push back up. I'm happy. Nice. That's what we like to hear. Dino. Not happy. Shorts taking profit. Yeah, that's another way to look at it as well. I mean, if you got short down here, you're pretty happy. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of sellers just taking profits right now. Septail, thank you for the follow. I don't even know if I've heard of the Kamaria. Traditional daily pivots are moderately strong. Yeah, I'm not familiar with the Kamaria, or however you say that. Camarilla. If it's Spanish with 2 L's, I imagine it's a ya at the end. Like ya. But if it's not Spanish, Camarilla, Rila, I don't know. But I think it looks Spanish to me. Camarilla, something like that. A little pullback here. Yeah, I don't know if I'm quite sold on the longs, but if we can kind of hold above the 80-90 area, might not be too bad. Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking as well. Strong move down, going into 11 a.m. It's probably going to be pretty choppy here in a bit. We might get lucky. We might make kind of another recovery move back up before we chop. Because sometimes we do get like that 9 a.m. or 11 a.m. reversal on NASDAQ, which we haven't quite gotten yet. But I definitely would not be surprised if we saw a lot of the chop as well. Five minutes looking pretty decent. If we can kind of close up above this gap and maybe a little pullback, we could be pretty good for some longs, I think. So they're still going, kind of holding this 9 EMA here on the 1 minute. Same type of price action Friday, only more extreme. Yeah, that's kind of the vibe I was getting as well. But that's kind of good for me because I got 2 wins on Friday and 2 wins today.
Order submitted.
Yeah, if we get a little pullback, might try this 5-minute trade. Got that green, exactly. That's what it's all about. The Halloween green. I'll put a limit order in if we pull back here into the 80s. I'll go long on my other accounts. That one I don't scalp on that one. I take kind of the bigger trade, so I'll put my stop all the way at the lows and then try and get like a move kind of back up to the 15-minute range possibly. So we'll see kind of how that, or if that plays out. But that trade might take a little while, so we'll kind of have it in the background potentially. But I'll still put on the screen if once we get in it.
Order filled.
All right, we got in. Bounce off 110. Think it's gonna go higher? I think so. But also, don't know for sure. Missing TP by 1 point, gonna make me go crazy. Shoot. Always straight to break even. Yeah, that's how I was a couple times last week. But luckily today and even Friday I got kind of lucky and we hit my profit target. But I'm definitely not a stranger to missing my target by 1 point or even like half a point. I'm up $700, so I'm done. Nice, let's go. Expecting 40-point drop, possibly. We are dropping a bit. Oh, those 2 top wicks just barely missed my TP. No. Yeah, those wicks, that sucks. Yeah, here's the other trade on the 5-minute. Kind of larger time frame. Stop below the lows, and then just kind of a 1-to-1, kind of take profit kind of at the top of this wick, I guess. We'll keep an eye on the 1-minute. Might switch back to make some more bear bull flag trades or whatever, but I imagine we hold this. We might pull back here even, but we'll give this some time and let it do its thing. But we might just start chopping around, in which case, what can you do? Greetings. Maxwell 7153. Welcome. 1-1 is not good, bro. At least you gotta trade 1 to 1.5. I mean, I see what you're saying, but also if I win more than I lose, my win rate, if it's above 50%, then I'm making money on 1-to-1. Plus, I'm more likely to hit my profit target on a 1-to-1 than a 1 to 1.5. So that increases my win rate. It's all probabilities. And I've seen with this strategy, I have like a 70 to 80% win rate. And I mean, I could go, you know, up here, but the chances of it hitting that are less than the chance of it hitting somewhere in here. Yeah, this might take a while, so we'll just kind of have it on, maybe in the background. Next hour will be the tell. We'll take out the high or the low of this hour candle. That is the question. You can win 30% of the time and still be profitable. That's true. If you won 30% of the time, you would need to have a higher RR to make money. But if your win rate is above 50-60%, you could have a RR at 1-to-1 or even lower and still make money. Can't wait till you're a millionaire. Dude, that's what I'm saying. I can't wait either. Jeez. One day. Oh, whales don't trade last 2 months of the year. Yeah, last 2 months can definitely be a little tougher, a little bit slower. Typically December, I kind of expect to not get too many trades or too many moves. But I'll take advantage of the ones that I can. Especially like the last 2-3 weeks of the year, like Christmas, New Year's. I don't really trade much. I still might stream and like look for some trades and try them, but yeah, you gotta be careful with Christmas and New Year's and stuff. November's not too bad though. Should still get some decent move in November. missed NQ short because I wanted to move from gold. Yeah, that's why I try and stick to just stick to one asset, just so I don't overcomplicate things or miss trades on other ones. But if it does work for you, then great. Keep it up. It's trying to pop. That's what it looks like. Looks like it's just about to. Wants to make the move. We kind of have a bull flag. I mean, it's not the prettiest, but kind of made that move up. Kind of consolidated down a little bit, and now we're trying to take these highs out. So let's see how that kind of plays out, or if that continues at all. Yeah, you should be green. I was green for a second, but we are kind of pulling back a little bit. But nah, again, we'll take our time on this one. We're chilling. Like I said, this trade usually works out most of the time, but not every time. And I think we did catch. There might have been a decent move Friday for this trade that I didn't take just because I ended the stream. I might have ended it. Did I end it early on Friday? I can't remember. It was Halloween, so I might have. But yeah, sometimes these trades don't happen often, so that is tough when you like miss a good setup. Obviously, the chances of your next setup maybe not being the best are higher just because of like the probabilities. Oh, my setup like yours? Can you help? I can do my best to help, but I think the best advice is just practice and just time in the markets. Because the more you trade, the more you'll see. Use NinjaTrader. Nice. I also like NinjaTrader and use it. Oh, you want like my chart setup to be like mine? Not. I thought you were talking about like trade setup. If you want your NinjaTrader to look like mine, there's I'll type in the chat. The indicator I use that shows the profit next to the my profit target and my stop loss, it shows like the dollar amount, or I can change it to like points or ticks or dollars. That's an indicator from Affordable Indicators. I just put it in the chat. I'll pin it. So Affordable Indicators, it's the basic chart trader. I forgot how much it was, but it's a little bit pricey for some. It might have been like $100, but sometimes they have like sales and deals, which are kind of nice. But that's how you can make your NinjaTrader look like mine with this right here. And then if you want these gaps, that's just an indicator called the fair value gap. And it's kind of a default in NinjaTrader, the newest version anyways. And then this is the ATR indicator down here, which is also default. And that's all that I got like on this chart. The only difference with this one is I have the 9 and the 21 EMA set up. And then these lines I just draw like I can just click a hotkey and then I can draw like a straight line for like a flag. Or I have another one that I can just click and it draws like a straight horizontal line, which I use for the highs and lows of the different sessions. So that's pretty much how you set up, make it look like mine. Not too complicated. Like I said, I'll try and keep things kind of simple for the most part. Looks like this hourly candle is about to close in 4 minutes. We got a nice wick on the bottom of it, which could be very good for the longs. We got this 5-minute bull flag that's about to maybe kind of form and play out here as well. So we'll see how we react here once we close this 5-minute or 1 hour candle, and then see if we can continue the longs here. Looking pretty good so far. Looks like we might get that pop now. Not sure if I want to take any more trades. Up 939. Hey, if it was me, again, don't listen to me. Don't let me tell you what to do. But if it was me, I'm up 939, and I believe you said your goal is typically 500 to 1,000 profit. Definitely don't risk the profits, man. That's what I would do. But also, I'm not the best trader out there yet. I will be, maybe, but so far still working on it. But yeah, I definitely am on team. Don't give it back if you don't have to, which you never really have to. So don't give it back. 77 points from the bottom of this hour's candle and 66 from the top. I know we've got a nice wick, and we're closer to the top. We might, depending on how we close, get a nice little push up to the top and break that candle and maybe go for some highs. Maybe not all the highs, but some of them for sure. This could be the break of the 5-minute bull flag. Lost them last night, but made it back on these shorts earlier. Nice. Well done. Typically it's the other way around. Typically make money earlier and then you lose a little bit now, but looks like got a little bit opposite today. I think we'll hit 110 to slap down. Well, we're almost at 110, so let's see if that happens. Up 50 bucks. I'm just in one micro here, just to keep my risk kind of small. It's a 70-point move. If I was in a mini, I'd be risking $1,400 with one contract. I could have gone in a little bit more, a little heavier, but I'm fine with just 140 risk, 140 profit on this. We don't need to do anything crazy. 70-point move. Let's let it do its thing. Alright, almost at the 110. See if that guy's right. Also, we got like 40 people watching, a little bit more than normal, and a couple extra on YouTube as well. I hope you guys are enjoying. If you are, definitely leave a like, subscribe, follow my TikTok for more. I'll be back every morning trading live. So definitely feel free to give me a follow or subscribe to my YouTube. Check that out as well. I'm live on both. Appreciate the support. And if also another way to support me, check out Funny Ticks. Use my code. It'll give you a nice discount. And Funny Ticks is one of the better platforms right now as far as just their price and competitive rules and stuff. So feel free to check it out. Help support me in the channel. If not though, don't even worry about it. Feel free to keep hanging out. Oh, we made some nice profit there. Up 50 bucks, pulling back a little bit. We're not done yet though. We're not done yet. Typically on these trades, I'll wait to go break even until we maybe get up to, maybe once we get up to like here, I might think about going break even. But I like to give these ones room. I let them breathe. How much for the indicators? I'd have to check the website again. I think it's still pinned, but it's affordableindicators.com. Or if you search up affordable indicators, you can check it out. I'll look it up right now too, just so I can see what the price is. And I've got my Google Chrome right here. So it's called, there's a lot of options they have. Like they have a lot of like nice tools. Some of them really cool. I don't have them though because they are a little pricey. But they have like a copy trader. They have a bunch of cool little tools that are very useful. I just have the basic chart trader tools. That's the one I have that shows you the P&L. And currently it is $155, but you might be able to get a discount code somewhere. I don't have one. Hopefully one day I'll be able to get one. If I get my channel and if I get my following big enough, I'm sure I'll be able to get some discount codes for you guys, but I don't currently know of any or have any. But you guys can still check them out. That's what this is that you guys can see. It also gives me some more options on my chart trader as well, as far as you guys can't see it over here, but just like changing contracts and like market buy and ask and buy and sell, like that's how I'm able to like
Order submitted.
typically on NinjaTrader, write down name. Okay,
Order canceled.
I'll write down again. I thought I pinned it, but maybe it expired. Affordable indicators. I'll pin it again. Yeah, the guy was right about the 110s though. I just noticed that. We'll slap off the 110s. Oh, Maxwell just entered a short on M and Q. He's trying to fade me. Let's see if it works out. Yeah, it might. I'm definitely not right every time. But yeah, affordable indicators. Good indicators for NinjaTrader. Yeah, when you see me make put limit orders in, that's also from the affordable indicators. Typically on NinjaTrader you have to right click and then you have to like click buy or sell for like a limit order. But on this affordable indicators, it gives me a little button I can click. I just click like the buy click and then I can put my buy order
Order submitted. Order
wherever
canceled.
I want.
Order submitted. Order canceled.
Or same with like a sell. I can just put it wherever I want.
Order submitted.
So it's a
Order
little cleaner.
canceled.
It's nice. Awesome, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. So yeah, I definitely recommend them. Not affiliated with them, but definitely I use them. Like I said, definitely would recommend them if you use NinjaTrader. Yeah, it could be time for that chop city. That's what the 5 minutes kind of looking like. Failed to push up, but we're not quite making the move down yet. Nothing personal, lol. No. I figured it wasn't personal. I was just joking about you fading me. Everyone has different strategies. And chances are you can still make some money going short. Hopefully it doesn't stop me out in the process. But hopefully you still can make some money before I make my money. That'd be the most ideal situation. So we both make some money. "15-minute burial, but I don't expect momentum." Yeah, that's what I was kind of seeing as well. Well, 15-minute rejection off the 21 EMA on ES, and then got pretty close to the 9 EMA on NASDAQ. 15-minute. So the shorts could definitely still be the move. We tried to get the little reversal or recovery up, but we did kind of fail off the 110, 112 area. Point of control just dropped to 75, now NQ. Ooh, doesn't that mean that it's gonna bounce back up? I forgot. If point of control like drops to the lows. I can't remember. I remember watching someone usually okay. I don't typically use that or look at that too much, but I have heard that theory. It's true, it could sweep the lows first. Yeah, I could have gone in a little early, we'll see. Liana, thank you for the follow, appreciate it. ES and NQ are playing different games today. A little bit, yeah. We kind of saw that, especially in the beginning. ES was dipping while NQ was rising. But then they started to, they're a little bit more correlated after that. Yeah, it looks like right now, ES is still trying to push higher. NQ's kind of chopping around. But I expect we could break out of the chop and make the move up. We'll see though. Yeah, we are losing some ATR as well. We're still pretty good at 17, but we are in fact dropping. So volatility is definitely going down, which means the moves are going to be smaller. Dang, putting controls at 150, dropped all the way down to 75. Yeah, let's see what happens. See what happens. Kind of just chopping. Yes, so slowly grinding up still. Yeah, trade still might take its time. Might take a minute. We're kind of forming a pennant of sorts on the 5-minute. We'll see if it breaks out here. Maxwell looking for the bears to break through the 26,059 support on M&Q. Yeah, that would be the pennant, it looks like, right here. Kind of break through the lows of these 5-minute candles and then get that pushed down. I'm kind of looking for the opposite now. I'm kind of looking for it to break above kind of 85s maybe. 85s, maybe 90s, and get that push up. So let's see what kind of happens. User, thank you for the follow. Shopping in the CPR. Yeah, I'm kind of just... We're just shopping out of my entry, really. Just kidding. My entry's not quite in the middle. But it would be funny if my entry was like right here and we're just chopping up and down between it. Yeah, the central pivot range. Bouncing between 15 and 5-minute EMAs. Yeah, not the prettiest. That's for sure. We're getting kind of ugly here with the chop going on. We're all getting chopped, exactly. Eventually it'll break. That's how it works, right? We consolidate, we chop for a bit, and then we break. But is that going to take 10 minutes or is it going to take an hour? That's what we don't really know. Because we did kind of expect that a little bit after the big move down off the open. It's only a matter of time before we start kind of chopping and we lose the momentum. Green eggplant candle coming. That's right. That's what I'm waiting for. Get that cucumber candle. That's what we're waiting for. Bears have control. Kind of looks that way. Oh, Maxwell, waiting for the red bell pepper candle. That's a good one too. Kind of just oh, there you go. There's a cucumber emoji. That's the one. That's the one. It's literally me. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Jennifer as well. Thank you for the follow. Going against the grain. For this one, kind of a reversal trade here. I went with the grain earlier though. Where was it? Yeah, we caught some shorts earlier. Don't worry with the trend. Two good W's, up 492 on this account. We're trading a different account with a different strategy. And that's what this one is, kind of going for a reversal. 60 viewers. Oh shoot, that might be a record, boys and girls. Might be a new record. Oh, yeah, this could be it. There it goes, maybe. Thank you for the follow, appreciate it. Yeah, 60 new viewers. Guys, we're killing it. I assume you guys are enjoying the stream if you're here. If you are, definitely feel free to give me a follow. Check out my YouTube channel, subscribe. I'll be back again. I'm back every morning, trading live, showing you guys the process. Oh, looks like we didn't quite hold the move yet. Still could happen though. It's holding, putting control, all the orders stacking there. I know it's only a matter of time before we do something, I think. We'll see though. Something's got to give. Exactly. Hopefully it's not the sellers. Bear flag on the 1 minute. That's true. We do got a little flag there. We're still kind of in this range though. If we draw like a line from like here to maybe here somewhere. It's definitely hard to kind of short this bear flag, but it definitely could support your move for sure. The red chili pepper candle. Waiting for a break to the downside within next 2 minutes. You might get it. You might just get it. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Order flow is dead in the 92s, 95s. I'd say if we get a strong push through there, you should be good. Well, hopefully that'd be quite nice. One minute left on 15-minute. Okay, yeah, if we close the 15-minute candle, depending on how it closes, that could definitely help us. We do got a pretty decent wick on the bottom of it. So we are trying the highs again. This could be the pop. Attempt number 2. 20 seconds till the 5-minute candle closes as well. And if we close above the 90s, that'd be really good for us. Marco Sanchez, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. $110 is still R3. Yeah, we'll see. I imagine if we get back to 110 though, we get the push. We did reject it the first time, but let's see if it happens again. Junior, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. I'm out already for the day. I had 2 minis at 32 to 93. Pretty good day for me. Oh, I'd say so. That's what, like 60 points on 2 minis. That's some good profit if I've ever heard. Definitely no point in trading more. Don't want to risk giving back that profit. We're getting real tight though. We're getting real tight. Candles again. Pretty small, pretty tight here. Only a matter of time before something gives. Carlos Silva, thank you for the follow. Strong resistance at R3. Yeah, we definitely did the first time. Like I said, we'll see if we continue that high resistance there, or if the second attempt we break through it. But yeah, if we get up there and test it again, or break that high, sweep it, I might consider that break even kind of around here. We'll see though. We still got to get up there, which we're definitely taking our time doing. Kind of feeling like a short now. Definitely not the worst idea. Definitely not. Oh, a little slap down. Yeah, the bear flag here on the 1 minute can still kind of play out. And I definitely could lose this trade. I mean, it's definitely not out of the picture, so. I'm trying to get that reversal, get that recovery move up, kind of on the higher time frame, but if it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen. It is taking quite a while for the long. Highbrow, thank you for the follow. I know. I wonder if we'll sweep the lows, they make the move up, or maybe we'll just make the move up. I don't know for sure. You guys are literally trading chop. Yeah, no, that's why I'm not taking any small scalp moves, because it really is just chop. I'm definitely overanalyzing a little bit just because I'm commentating it. This is typically a trade I'd put on and then I kind of walk away or maybe play some Battlefield and then just like come back and we either get up here and I go break even, or we hit my profit target, or I get stopped out. And it just takes its time. Because I got in the move right here before the chop. But now we're just chopping around. So I could get out if I really want to avoid the chop, since we are chopping. But I don't mind being patient to wait for us to break the chop. But yeah, we're not dropping, but we're not pushing. So again, that's where if I was trading this currently, I wouldn't want to go long or short. But since I'm already in a long, like I'm trusting the process. Speaking of process, here's that green cucumber candle or pickle, whichever you prefer. 1 hour, 2 hour EMA are right above the 15-minute, by the way. Yeah, I might. Looks like we are kind of there right now. Yes. NASDAQ, we still have a little bit of ways to go before we get to those EMAs. But it does look like the 1 hour and 2 hour kind of in that same area on NASDAQ as well. So yeah, like I said, if we get back up to this candle, the 110, 115 area, I might consider going break even just because we're trying it again. And if we are going to go back to the chop or reject off the EMAs, I'm not going to hold on to a dead horse. I don't think that's an actual saying, but if that makes sense. I'm not going to hold on to it. Keep calling it out. I'm just watching and learning. Yeah, that's sometimes the best thing to do. I definitely would hope you guys aren't taking trades just because I take them. I'm just showing you guys what I'm doing. And yeah, if you can learn a thing or two, great. But if you're just here to hang out, that's also great too. Also, a lot of people in chat, pretty smart. So definitely can learn a lot from them as well. That was a really nice close on the 5-minute. Yeah, seeing back on hands, not giving any profit back. Exactly. That's the smart thing to do. That's why I'm not taking any more trades on this account. I'm up $492. I don't want to give it back. Especially with this chop. Looks like we might get out of it here. Don't want to jinx it though. Oh, and thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. We're getting pretty close to our goal of 500 followers. 70% of the way. Kind of killing it. Appreciate all the support. Is he gonna punch the bulls in the mouth? Oh yeah, there's a little slap. All about the 100s. Right back to the entry. Raul Guzman Jr., thank you for the follow. Hector, thank you for the follow, appreciate it. It goes long, then sweeps, turns around to the lows. Exactly. Yeah, the 15 minutes getting kind of ugly too. We got wicks on top and bottom. So we are using my entry as a little bit of support for now, but we'll see if that holds up or not. Dr. Americo Otal Chimenge. Thank you for the follow. One move in the morning and then crap the rest of the day. Literally. Typically that's, I mean, last year we usually would get like kind of a little sweep, make a move, and then we kind of build out a reversal, make another move after we like take out the London low, for example, like we did. But recently we have not been getting as lucky. We kind of just make one move and then chop. First hour was definitely the moneymaker today. Where's TP2? I do not have TP2. I only got one contract in here, so I can only have one profit target. Yeah, after lunch, kind of power hour, could get a move or something for sure. 963, thank you for the follow, and May K MH, thank you for the follow as well. Appreciate it. The alligator indicator is getting ready to eat on 1 hour. Oh boy. I'm not familiar with the alligator indicator, but hey, if it makes money, it makes money. I'll watch out for it. I don't want to get chewed up by the alligator, that's for sure. Alright, here's that. Could be pushing again here. We're seeing to get above these highs here, and we should be chilling. It's a nice 25 points though from point of control. Yeah, we held up point of control very nicely. It was created by ICT's supposed mentor. Oh, interesting. ICT, huh? Yeah, that's a new one. I've heard of some of his concepts like the silver bullet or other stuff like that, but I'm new to the alligator. Another little slap there. We're still kind of chopping. It kind of looks like we want to break higher, but we're also still kind of rejecting the highs here, so gotta be careful. I definitely could go break even just to like, if it goes, it goes, or if it keeps chopping, I'm out. It's not the worst thing to do because trading chop is obviously never ideal. Typically, I wouldn't be trading this. I just got in earlier and we're kind of holding through it, but we'll see what happens. 100% loyalty, thank you for the follow, as well as Troy, thank you for the follow. No fan of ICT. Yeah, ICT is a super fraud. I can't disagree with that. I don't know all the details. I haven't really watched any of his videos, but I've heard a lot of the drama. And I definitely think for what he's trying to sell his followers, he definitely can't exactly back it up. Brawls, thank you for the follow. 110. He's calling out the 110 again. We didn't quite get there. We are pulling back a little bit. Oh man. ICT versus live trading. Literally. ICT versus broker statements. Yeah, if you're gonna claim to be this big bad trader with these high win rates and all this profit, you gotta back it up. Sweeping now. Yeah, we'll see. See if the shorts are still here. We did. We're bouncing off that 15-minute EMA. It wouldn't have been a bad trade, honestly. Kind of thought about taking it, but I'm just already in a trade. I guess I could have switched to my other account and taken a different trade. But yeah, that 9 EMA on the 15 minutes up here. If we saw this pullback and took a trade here, we could have made a nice little bit of profit. Still waiting for the red bell pepper. Well, it looks like you're getting it right here. Sorry, I didn't read that earlier, but a little unfortunate there with the rip down. But I wouldn't say we're out of it yet. We're kind of just chopping. We might make some lows. That's fine. Yeah, but the trade's definitely not working out kind of how it should have initially. So I definitely won't be too surprised if we do just lose this trade, or maybe I will get out if we get back up and a little bit of profit. We'll see though. I can't see her all day, but we got a little bit of time. We'll sit around and we'll see what happens. For sure, for sure. It could be Buffalo 6 time. Honestly, it should have been probably like 20 minutes ago. Almost an hour of chop. It's been like 43 minutes. Yeah, the shorts could be making the move here. Oh, the Simpsons 4, and I actually did play that a little bit over the weekend, just for like an hour. Played like 2 or 3 games. It was actually kind of fun. I might play a little bit of that. But I think today might just do some... Battlefield. It's been a little bit since I played that. Yeah, it was a big update. It took me like longer than I thought. I got pretty good internet speed, but that update took a second. Like an hour for me or more. But also might have just been because my internet was a little slow over the weekend, because weekend's just a little bit more bogged down in my like area for some reason, but took about 2.5 hours for me. Jeez. Yeah, I'm on Ethernet, so I should like, yeah, it should have been like 30 minutes. Typically, like, it does only take like 20-30 minutes for like an update, unless it's, I guess, really big. But even like a game, like if I were to re-download like Battlefield 6, that'd probably only take me 30 minutes to an hour. Yeah, typically I've got 900 download, but sometimes it slows down a little bit. Risk-free trade now on MQ sales. Nice. Yeah, always good to take the risk off if possible. Dang, 900. Yeah, we got the fiber internet. Max is like 100. That's what mine was over the weekend when I was slow and it took forever to download. I think I was pushing not like 90 was the max I was getting. I was like, shoot, this is a little bit lower than normal. You want Ninja Trader? Yes, sir. This is a Ninja Trader. Yeah, typically around 900, but when sometimes it'll bog down just because I think we got a lot of people are using the same provider in my my neighborhood and area, and then sometimes on the weekends everyone's using it at like the same time, kind of like Saturday evening, Sunday evening, and it can be pretty typical for it to slow down. But yeah, it'll go down to like to 90, which is pretty low. I've been we were kind of thinking like we might need to switch to a different provider. New 30-minute candle. We'll see what it does. How do you get the stop loss and take profit to show dollar amount? It's an indicator by Affordable Indicators. You can look them up and find their website. I can't put a link in the chat. I've tried before, but for some reason it won't let me put like links. But affordableindicators.com, I think, or you just look it up and you'll find their website, I believe. And I got the basic chart trader. That's what shows me the P&Ls. Pretty nice. If it takes the low, watch it go down. Yeah, it's kind of what I imagine. If we take these lows, might continue back, go even lower. Yeah, it's just an InterScript download, but it does cost money, unfortunately. But so far, it's been worth it for me. I'm not an affiliate of them or anything though, so like, I don't have a code for you, unfortunately, and I'm definitely not trying to sell it to you. But it's what I use, so I personally enjoy it. I like how it looks. Sorry, a little black screen there. Or we should be good now. Rami Technology, thank you for the follow. Oh yeah, you're always doing the math. No, yeah, that's what's so nice about this, because I can just move it, and it just shows me like the exact dollar amount. And it's really nice. Or I can click it and it changes to points, so I can just see like how many points it is. Lodi, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Rami's Technology. I can't remember if I said yours or not yet, but thank you for the follow. Nothing wrong with a little math, but definitely better to make things simple, especially with trading. No point in overcomplicating it, being distracted by more things. Stopped out in small profit MNQ sells. Yeah, the pullback probably stopped out or faked out a lot of sellers there. Definitely, I imagine we pop back and go for the highs, but you never know. You never know. Today is definitely, I mean, it was a pretty decent day. I can't complain. But we're definitely in that chop right now, which, again, I wouldn't recommend trading. I'm just holding through it right now because I was already in a trade. But I definitely, if we don't break out the chop soon, I definitely could be closing the trade just to control my sanity. Right now, though, my mental insanity is okay. I'm chilling. But if we chop around too much, I might get impatient. We'll see. But right now, I'm kind of just, I'm vibing. We chilling. We'll see what happens. But we're right back to the middle of the range. So, the beautiful list of chops. Exactly. Yeah, no, it's not. It's not pretty, chat. Not pretty. What do you normally do if you weren't in this early? Oh, I'd be sitting on my hands. I wouldn't be trading this. I would personally be waiting until we break this chop. For example, switch to the 1 minute. It's a little easier to kind of see the chop that's going on. But basically, I'd probably be waiting until we really take the lows a little better, possibly break these lows down here, or probably wait until we take out some of these highs, and then I might have like a long bias or a short bias depending on what we do, and trade with the trend. But right now, there's not exactly a trend. Right, we kind of tried to push the highs, we failed, push the lows, failed, and we're kind of just chopping. Like, you can't really make money doing this unless you literally buy here, sell here, right? Try and time the top and the bottom of the range, which it works for some people. But definitely Not for everybody. I don't think it's for me, typically. I'm keeping my eye on the RSI as well. And we're not even breaking above like the 70 or below the 30 with the chop. So a little hard to even trade that for like the highs and the lows. I guess you could trade like the 60 and the 40. And that could work for like the chop, but I typically avoid it. It's definitely my opinion. When the chop happens, what I normally do, I play Battlefield. And then I wait for the chop to be done, and then I go back to trading. That's a good way to sum it up for you. I do got it open, I guess. I might as well get in the game here, see how it goes. Let's play some Conquest, I suppose. Usually I lose some viewers when I start Battlefield, because I think most of them are here for trading, but we're just chopping. It's kind of boring anyways. Hopefully this adds a little bit of entertainment for you guys. And yeah, it's a good way not to force trades, wait for the chop to be over. I mean, with this trade again, we either get back up to the highs, maybe go break even, maybe win, or we get stopped out. And in the meantime, we're literally we're waiting. And the last thing we want to do is do anything stupid. So we'll play some Battlefield. And we'll see what happens in the meantime. And make sure my OBS is got the right stuff. Alright, there you go. And I should be able to see some Battlefield, and we'll see how this game goes. It's a beautiful game. Really fun. And we'll keep an eye on the trade while we play a little bit. If this isn't your thing, if you're gonna dip out, don't worry about it. But if you were enjoying the stream, want to see me trade more, definitely give me a follow, check out my YouTube, subscribe. I'm live every morning, trading in the NASDAQ. And yeah, sometimes I play a little bit of games as well to kind of pass the time during the chop. So definitely feel free to show some support and join me next time. Or feel free to stay around and hopefully we can have a nice little game. Bro, this is my dream. Playing Battlefield 6 and watching NQ. That's what I'm saying. It is the dream. People do make fun of it a little bit because they're like, "Oh, you're playing video games while trading. That's such a degen like thing to do." But again, I kind of see the benefits of it, like we talked about. Oh, I don't know, that guy was right behind me. But like, just avoid the chop, right? Avoid over trading, avoid making stupid decisions. Let the charts do their thing. Ryan, thank you for the follow. Cryptic Knight, thank you for the follow. I think that's all the new ones so far. Following because this is goals. Hey, I'm glad you enjoy. I'm 50 and I do it. Nice, nice. How long have you been trading? 2.5 years. Now, yeah, this is. Yeah, I'm gonna switch to medic actually. I'm gonna get up and close and personal with these guys. I'm lagging a little bit. This server might not be the best for me. Might not be in the best region. Alright, I'm just gonna readjust my charts a little bit.